Greetings, my name is Dikeledi Gapa and I'm from Maseru, Lesotho. I'm from Maseru, Lesotho. Yes, so this is my portfolio presentation. As you can see, so my educational background, I have a Bachelor of Social Work. Later on, I became a writer and an editor. I was mentored by an Indian publisher online. Yes, I'm also I'm currently a master's in education student at the University of the People. I'm also a volunteer teacher at Bophelong Intercontinental School. I teach social science and English literature. So my experience so far at the University of the People, it has been a long journey. I had to tackle work and school at the same time. I had never done that. I had to manage my time really well. I had to set reminders on my calendar in my phone. But I can proudly say, other than that, it has been quite fun and enlightening. I got to interact with the best professors in the world. I have got to interact with students from all over the world. They share their cultures and how classrooms are conducted in their settings. So, the description of my portfolio and its organization. So basically, my country does not allow the use of Evernote. So I had to come up with the alternative way of storing my information. Throughout this MED course, I've been storing my information. Like if I find anything useful, whether it is books, pictures, journals, anything, I would store it. I've stored I've also stored all my information on Google Drive so I can access it using any device. So I have different folders. So I'm not using my computer because it couldn't download a Screencast app. So I had to borrow my friend's computer to do this presentation. So the problem I encountered using this laptop is that she does not have Chrome, so I couldn't access my Google Drive. But however, I'll show you how I've organized them in my Flash for this presentation. So these are the courses. I've organized them by the courses, and I've organized by course code. I remember the very first course that I did was education contest, where we learned from people like John Dewey. He advocated for students being hands-on in their learning. I remember people like John Loge and the theory of tabula rasas. He talked about that a mind being a clean slate, like without education. I remember people like Paulo Freire. He talked about protecting and advocating for the rights of the oppressed. I remember creating positive classroom environments whereby I have to be able to deal with bullies as a teacher, and also to create my own classroom rules and to be able to group students so that they can learn effectively. I remember adolescent development, where we were dealing with challenges that teenagers meet along the way. Yes. Yes. So this organization allow me to go straight to the folder that I need and access all the information that I need. So how the portfolio reflects my teaching philosophy. So my teaching philosophy is to ensure that every student has access to education regardless of their cultural background, socioeconomic status, gender, religion, or political affiliation. Again, I want to ensure that every student in my classroom is emotionally sound. I believe that students are fully engaged in their learning when they are emotionally sound. The portfolio reflects my teaching philosophy because it focuses on how best I can deliver instruction to all my students, not just certain students. This reminds me of our teaching diverse classrooms course, where we as teachers learn to be inclusive, and it also reminds me of Paulo Freire, who advocated for the rights of the oppressed, especially in the education field. So the analysis of how the artifacts capture essence of me as a teacher and my understanding of teaching and the instructional process. Okay, I have learned from great professors of this world, I must say. I've also learned from fellow students and from learning material every week. The knowledge that I gain from this University of the People, will help me to improve my instructional techniques. Again, it will help me to strengthen my colleagues by sharing information that I've learned. The artifacts allow me to have a deeper understanding of concepts. Artifacts also allow me to have meaningful discussions with my fellow classmates and with my colleagues at work, and also with my lecturers. The artifacts allowed me to explain things better, or even ask relevant questions. Okay, now we're dealing with challenges that I encountered when I was creating my portfolio. Yeah, the first challenge that I encountered was understanding the portfolio. Yes, it took me a while to understand what was required. I had to spend hours scrolling through YouTube, and also I also asked one of my colleagues, one of the students. Yes. Also the challenge of time. The challenge of time. Since I'm working, I'm volunteering. It was difficult for me to do all these things, but I found ways to manage. reminders on my calendars in my phone. They help me to uh, manage my time well, and also I had technological problems. Yeah, first it was the Evernote. Of course, I tried to download the Evernote app in the past, but I couldn't even now. And also the Screencast app, I couldn't download it using my own computer. That is why I borrowed my friend's computer. Um, yes. Okay. The description of how I imagine using the portfolio in my work as a teacher. This portfolio, it really helps me a lot because I learned a lot from my lecturers, from my classmates, and from the weekly learning material. This information is going to help me to adjust my instructional techniques in order to cater for individual students in my classroom. This portfolio assignment taught me that learning from other scholars is important. So even after completing my master's degree, I'm still going to learn from YouTube, from books, from articles, and so on, because I believe that learning never ends as a teacher. When you're a teacher, learning never ends. Okay, thank you very much. This has been a wonderful journey. Thank you, my lecturers. Thank you, fellow students. And yes, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.